What's on sale today? Ooh, the Snickers are only $1.75. Woohoo! Alright, what is up guys? It is Hunter Collins back with another video, and in today's video I want to talk about what you just saw in the intro. I want to talk about the little things in life and how they can have a huge effect on us that we don't realize. So I started off with that intro. I know it was very cringy, but I had to make my point because a lot of us will look at something and be like, oh, it doesn't cost much, or oh, that won't take long, or oh, it's just a little bit. And then we look at something like that, we just do it, we don't even think about it, because to us it means absolutely nothing. But I want to share some facts that I looked up with you guys and some research I did, and this will just put it into perspective for you how much the little things in your life matter. So for example, that $2 Snicker bar, say you do that, or a drink or whatever it may be, 4 times a week. That ends up being $416 a year you could have saved if you would have just brought your own drink or just brought some snacks from the house instead of buying out of the vending machine. Books, for example. If you read 10 minutes a night, you would read probably maybe 7 pages a night if you're a slow reader. That's 2,555 pages a year. On average, a book is about 200 pages. That's 13 books in a year. Could you imagine how much knowledge you'd have if you read 13 books in a year? Say you're on a diet. Well, you look at some ranch or something one day and you're like, well, I'm just going to put a little bit on. Then you have a little bit of milk for supper and you're like, well, I'm just going to have a little glass. Say you do that 5 times a week. Well, you end up actually eating 1,000 extra calories, which is almost an entire meal, if not more, depending on what you're trying to eat, that you wasted because you said, oh, it's just a little. Take eating out, for example. A lot of times, instead of packing lunch or instead of making supper because we're lazy, because we have stuff around the house, we just say, well, let's just go somewhere cheap. And you spend $6. Say you go really cheap with supper. Say you do that 3 times a week. That's $18 a week. That ends up being $936 a year. Can you imagine what you could do with $1,000 if you just did not eat out? Like, imagine if you knew you had stuff to cook at the house, you knew you could pack your lunch, and instead of being lazy, you saved $1,000 a year. Here's what I'm going to get you all on. That 30 minutes of YouTube, I know we're all watching now late at night or right before we go to bed. That 30 minutes that you think, well, I'm already tired, it's about bedtime, I'm just going to watch 1 or 2 little things. You end up watching 30 minutes more. Say you only watch 30 minutes. You do that 7 times a week. That's 210 minutes. That's 3.5 hours a week. So now when you say, oh, I don't have enough time to do my assignment, or oh, I didn't get to make it to my kid's game because I had to work. Well, you had 3.5 hours that week that you could have been doing plenty of other stuff, but you chose to do it watching YouTube. Another example, if you take $20 out of every paycheck, say you get paid bi-weekly, every 2 weeks, you take $20 out of that and you save it. $20 seems like a lot to some people it seems like nothing. But I can promise you, you can find a way to not spend $20. If you cut out some of those little things I've already talked about, put away $20 every 2 weeks that you get your paycheck, you end up saving $520 a year. You put that towards vacation, put it towards anything you want to buy, however you want to live your life. Now see, I'm not telling you guys how to live your life. Some of you love eating out. Some of you just can't resist your candy bar in the vending machine or whatever it is. I'm not asking you to change your life. I'm not asking you to do specifically any of these things. What I'm asking you guys to do is, before you ever dare to say it's just a little or it won't hurt, it's not much, before you ever say that again, I want you guys to think to yourself, does it hurt? Because in life, when we say a little bit, we mean a little a lot. There's hardly any scenarios where you say, oh, I'm just going to do a little bit, and you only do it once. Most of us that buy stuff out of a vending machine, for example, or most of us that are eating a handful of chocolate or, putting a little too much dressing when we're on a diet, most of the people that are doing that are doing it more than once. They're not doing it once a month. They're not doing it once a year. They've never done it once in their life. You do these things on a regular basis and you don't notice. But it can also be a really good thing. Like I said, the books, if you took 10 minutes out of your night 10 minutes is absolutely nothing compared to how many minutes are in a day. So you take 10 minutes and you read your book. Think how much knowledge you could gain in the year to come. If you could finish 13 books in a year, what would you learn from that? If you took 30 minutes a night and spent it on working on a project or something fun or whatever it is you like to spend your free time doing, that's 3.5 hours in a week that you could have put into something that you wouldn't normally have because you just put the little time in. So look, whatever your habits are, however you feel like you want to live your life, feel free to do it. All I'm asking you is that next time you go to do something and before you say it's just a little or it won't hurt, ask yourself, will it really? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope this helped you. This is a perspective flip that really helped me out in life. It's just one of those things that makes you more productive. It makes you realize a lot of the stupid things that we do and that we don't consciously think about as humans, because to us on a regular day-to-day basis it's just a little, but when you look at it in a grand scheme, long term, more things add up than you could possibly ever imagine. So ask yourself, do the little things really matter? Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'd really love to hear from you guys. Check out the blog, linked in the description. Also follow me on social media down there too. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Pay attention to the little things. If nobody told you today, I love you. Stay blessed, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.